Hello! Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka and an empath, and I just like doing these little talks on how I feel about things. And well, some of my own personal suspicions have been confirmed, and that is the energy is fiery and crazy. Kitty, kitty. I'm trying to keep an eye on the cat. I think he might bolt. Maybe I'll just put him inside for this video. Whoops. Anyway. Ooh. Yeah, energy's fiery. I just watched yesterday's Maja's astrology video from yesterday, and she was on fire. This Sagittarian sister was freaking making declarations, man. And I wholeheartedly agree with her. Absolutely, man. I'm get just as fired up. She's braver than me, because I haven't up to this point had the gumption to freaking cuss the earth like she did yesterday, you know. She's talking, kitty kitty. She's talking about the judge releasing the freaking list of names of all of that Jeffrey scumbag, all of his buddies. People are like, no, you'll ruin the image of so many people. Well, yeah, guess what? Images need to be ruined if you're doing kids. It's gotta happen. It's gross. Do people know not to do that? Did their parents not teach them that you don't do kids? Rich people, I tell you, they do whatever they want. You do whatever they want. It's free reign. It's funny because I could feel Maja's frustration, and I know that I have Lilith in my chart. That's why I called the stream this. A dame named Lilith, because there's I've never been big into organized religion. I appreciate the stories that they tell and what they're here to represent, and they're supposed to get us to get to you get to a point where you don't turn all your money over to an entity that tells you to pray on a God of their definition, you know. And so but I dabbled in for a lot of years studying, and I worked at a Jesuit university in the Middle Earth. I call that the Midwest, in Omaha. And I hung out with some priests and stuff, and anyway, got their take on some things, and well, it wasn't until it was a few years ago, actually, that I came across a character that was before Eve, Adam's first wife. Adam got a divorce, or actually his first wife's divorced him, kicked rocks, and took off out of freaking Eve, or out of Eden. His first wife was Lilith. Lilith was like me. Ornery, cantankerous. What rule? That rule? Don't eat the fruit? That's a stupid rule. It's all that stuff that takes away all kinds of stupid paradigm, just reindeer game made up nonsense, right? So I went back and I read my horoscope today to be reminded, because freaking man, my show is all kinds fired up. And I have Lilith in Capricorn. And according to this, says Lilith, Black Moon Lilith represents our darker, deeper natures that may be repressed or buried. And see, it's the freaking, now the astrology is so poignant, it gives me chicken skin, because it keeps making people, like, drawing people's true authentic self out, and people keep trying to veil themselves under this persona of idea, this brand of who they want people to think that they are, but it ain't who they really are. So it's like, nope. So all these false identities are just crumbling, and I just see like eyelashes like hanging down, and freaking mascara all over, and you know. It's people are being made to show who they really are, truly and authentically, and some people aren't as pretty as they make themselves up to be. So according to this website, this is my natal chart report, cafeastrology.com, and I freaking lost my place. I'm trying to watch the cat at the same time. We're not. And then I keep seeing comments about how people are just infuriated. They're just mad right now. People are just mad. And that's because they're, the gig is up. I freaking took the dog to the vet this morning. I made a mistake. Wrong day. Took him to the vet. And we went to drop him off. There was a young couple having a conversation. And right when I was pulling up, they were dispersing. She didn't look happy, and he freaking didn't look happy. And that's the thing, is like, if you're not happy with something, just go your separate ways. This dude was on a crotch rocket, and she had like scrubs on, so I know that they were away from where she worked, because she didn't want to make a scene in front of her work and where she worked. And and she was just like cautiously walking, and he freaking pulls right on side her and just chirps it up right up, and just revs it up, chirps it, to just intimidate her, to just cause fear. And that is all the stuff. Yeah, that's incentive. That's incentive to want to call your man later and say, let's go hang out, baby. I mean, it's like these men act like these little freaking boys as men, and these women just don't even, they're just like, not even worth it no more anyway. So Lilith in Capricorn, this is me to a T too. She may have felt wrong for her desire to excel, succeed, or reach for worldly goals and ambitions, and she may feel uncomfortable around people who seem materialistic, status conscious, or particularly business minded and practical or ambitious. It can be hard to connect with her own ambitions and the need for approval, but going there and allowing herself to feel these needs can be life-changing. And that's what's happening, is my life is changing because I'm allowing myself to. Go to a different level. Because I don't like where I'm at, so I gotta rise above it to get there. And, I was thinking about how people are, I don't know, we wake up to a new world every day. We wake up to a new world. Every day there's so many things that are different, including the geography. The geography is changing, man. Things are happening, And I have my own concerns, but I'll keep those to myself today, because what we're talking about is a dame named Lilith. So women are having these they have these constellations, these placements in your chart, and they're waking up. The planets come around and shing, something's activated. Something in you is activated. You start thinking something is not as fun as it used to be. Don't want to go out as much. I was like, Mom, sometimes I'm home so much that I feel like we're just a spaceship. Our house, the inside of our house, just a spaceship floating around, Every now and again, I dock into the laundromat or the grocery store, but man, it gets quiet here. We went out for a little drive today. I managed to get Mom out, and then she got in a bad mood, but thank goodness, she and Maja are the same. They're both Sagittarius sun, so it gives me an idea, and I got to tell Mom today, this a little while ago, and said, Mom, you're going to be feeling some emotions today. They're going to be heated. You might not know where they're coming from, and that's okay. Just let them go through. Just let them flow through. Just feel the emotion, recognize it, and just recognize that that is not your current present situation. Try that, me madre. Yeah, so we haven't had much of an appetite. I went and got some Vegetas because I felt like fricking some, and that was a bad idea. Just reaching for memory flavors and just coming up empty, Some stuff is just better in your memory. What else? I don't know what time. So, Give yourself a break. If you're having tempers and flashes and flares, you don't have any kind of idea where they're coming from. The important thing is to find a positive outlet for those. I was talking about that today. Yeah, I was talking to at the cookie shop. Her son has an Aries. I said, yeah, I used to get freaking have so much emotions. They call them meltdowns for, I call them freaking, I call them flashes, because that's what it feels like. It feels like when I was a kid and I touched the electric fence. It's what I flash, I have these. I'm not violent. I've never been violent. I'm adamant about you don't touch people without permission, lovingly or violently. Permission, consent. Oh no, please don't eat a moth. At least my cat just eats moths. My friend's dogs in the Midwest, they're like eat bunny rabbits and stuff. Don't get a moth. I don't want to witness it. Okay, so my train of thought derailed from Stanley's carnage, his animalistic side. See, we all have that. I'll talk about that. We all have that animalistic side. Not that you're gonna act on these things, but it's just like, don't you ever just want to tear somebody's face off? Like clay animation style, not like Saw style. Circus Saw. Oh, it feels good to laugh, don't it though? Life is so serious. It's so hard. I spend so much time doing what I'm supposed to do. It says, oh, that's what I was talking about, the lady at the cookie shop. I said, yeah, when I used to flash like that, my mom had I had a doctor she used to take me to, and I think it was Dr. Chambers in Central Valley, and when I get that worked up, you gotta balance it. I'm too heated, so she'd put cold water compress on the back of my neck. Before you know it, I'd be out to my happy-go-lucky self, Because, my point zero is happy-go-lucky. I don't like getting mad. I don't. I can get mad. I scare people with just raising my voice, and I'm not even yelling. I'm one of those, and it's weird, because I've never been violent, and I don't condone it. Like, I'm gonna never be violent, and all of a sudden it's gonna pop, and then that's the fear in them, though. That's another thing that you gotta recognize when someone is that skittish. Have you ever reached to hi, good to see you, hand on the shoulder, and they flinch? Well, that's because they've been abused. It ain't because people have always lovingly reached out to them and stuff like that. So all the muck is coming up, but the muck is coming up so you can be like, that's what it was, and here you are now, and look how much you've grown. Accentuate that stuff. Man, I could talk myself out of the whole freaking world if I wanted to. I could, just by following the rules and look, there's an article out there for a side to everything. I'm an alcoholic. I have the obsession for craving. That means when I start, I don't care about any of the other world. I don't care if mom eats. I don't care if the dogs eat. I don't care. I'll go take off for days. I don't want to be that person, so I just don't do that. But I know that's in me. I don't hate myself for it. I just don't let Cocktail March come out and play no more. So, anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up. And, God, it's a beautiful evening. Man, it has been hard for me, because, shoot, try keeping freaking a happy-go-lucky attitude without being able to take a hot shower, or a cold shower, or any shower, no water for a freaking year. This is my cross I've been carrying around, And it's like, what do? Do I pay the $1,000 city bill down, or do I use that to freaking rent a U-Haul and pay for all the gas to move, What do? Do the right thing. The city blows money. That's why, and they have terrible projects. That's why I'm in the position I'm in. Do they deserve, Do I need to clean my karma to freaking pay for a broken system? I guess it's whatever I can live with, and I don't know, I'll probably end up paying it. I don't know what I'll do. It's just freaking it's just people are getting tired of freaking watching fucking greedy, gross people win day in, day out. These CEOs make freaking $1.5 million a year. PG, it's just absurd, and then other people are just falling away. More and more people are losing their homes every day, and there's more and more, and it's just the imbalance, man. And welcome back. See, the astrology, it comes back around. It does all these. The story ties it all together. It's all tied together because this ties into the beginning of the year where we were at the beginning of January, February, and stuff like that. It's all tied. It's such a beautifully orchestrated symphony. You know, it's the people that are imbalanced. It would freaking sound a lot better if the people of this earth would balance themselves out and would one day determine that people are worth more than money. But they're not making that determination. And until then, this is where we're gonna keep getting. What color are they today? Well, now when I want the sun in the eyes, I cannot find it. Isn't that just how it is? So stupid. I was trying to see what color my eye colors are today. There's a brown. Sometimes they're mustard. Or like a yellow. Anyway, alright, I'm rambling. I'm done. Hope you all have a rad evening. Peace out.